Mr. Speaker, the Minister of Public Safety has claimed numerous times that he invoked the Emergencies Act after a recommendation to do so by law enforcement. Last week, RCMP Commissioner Brenda Lucki told committee that, quote, there was never a question of requesting the Emergencies Act, end quote, and that she could think of no other law enforcement body requesting it either. Can the minister tell Canadians what law enforcement asked him to invoke the Emergencies Act?
The Honourable Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, let me clarify again for my honourable colleague what the Commissioner said. She said, what I can say is that the Emergencies Act did give us the tools that we needed to get the job done quickly. She said, Mr. Speaker, I can tell you from an RCMP perspective, for example, that we were in the midst of trying to enforce at Coots, and we could not enforce because we couldn't access tow trucks. Those are just two very clear statements of the RCMP Commissioner who explained how it is that the Emergencies Act helped to restore public safety.
The Honourable Member for Sturgeon River Parkland.
Well, Mr. Speaker, that still doesn't answer the question. The RCMP Commissioner may have said it was necessary, but she clearly refuted what the minister's claim was, that they had recommended it. On May 2nd, the Minister of Public Safety stated in this House, quote, at the recommendation of police, we invoked the Emergencies Act, end quote. On April 28th, he further stated, quote, it was on the advice of law enforcement that we invoked the Emergencies Act, end quote. Can the minister back up these statements by answering my question, or will he admit that these statements were false?
The Honourable Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, I'm just finally glad that on Tuesday, May 16th, my honourable colleague from the Conservative Party admitted that the RCMP Commissioner's testimony was that the Emergencies Act was necessary in his own words, Mr. Speaker. Finally, we've been waiting months for that admission. Mr. Speaker, we invoked the Emergencies Act to protect Canadians. We invoked it, and we will continue to participate now in the review exercise in a way that is transparent. Thank you.
Order! Ah, Lord. Ah, Lord. Order. I'm not allowed to editorialize on these things. Order!
The Honourable Member for Louis-Saint-Laurent. Mr. Speaker, regarding the illegal protest in Ottawa, the Minister of Public Safety said on May 2nd, on the advice of law enforcement, we evoked the Emergencies Act. That's what the Minister said. Then last week, the RCMP Commissioner said, and I quote, there was never a question of invoking the Emergencies Act. So the question is simple. Who's telling the truth? The Minister or the RCMP Commissioner? I think I trust the Commissioner a lot more. The Honourable Minister of Public Safety. Mr. Speaker, as I've mentioned several times now, the Commissioner's statement was that there were powers in the Act over law enforcement agencies that acted as motivators or disincentives for people coming back. Therefore, the Emergencies Act gave us the tools that we needed in order to do the job quickly. And finally, today, Monday, May 16th, the Conservatives have recognized that.